Hi, my name is Lisa Johnson, the Senior Vice President of Global Sales here at Epicutis Skincare, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to sell more retail. This is something that I have a lot of experience with, being a clinician myself, and I'll share a little bit of my experience and how I've created 5 simple questions that you can teach your staff how to ask so that you also can sell more retail. Obviously, we want you selling more Epicutis retail, but these questions can be used with any product that you sell in your office. So this is really truly for you as a clinician to help you and your staff sell more on the retail side. We know that increasing retail sales actually starts with your support staff. So it's your front desk, it's your reception area, and it's your MAs, right? It's everybody in the office outside of your treatment room. And I know from my experience as a clinician, I would be in the treatment room doing a procedure on someone, and I would get out their regimen of the things that I wanted them to purchase. I would take them to the front desk, and I would leave. And I would listen to my front desk, the interaction that the patient had with my front desk. And the patient would always ask, what do you think about the skincare products, to my receptionist, right? After I just spent 2 hours with them treating their skin, they would always ask my front desk, what do you think about the product? And I would oftentimes hear my front desk staff say, I haven't tried it yet, or maybe it's a little too expensive for me, and boom, you just lost that sale. I would oftentimes hear my patients say, let me hold off on the skincare and I'll just pay for the treatment. So that's what today I want to help you overcome, and it's very, very easy to do. It really starts with asking questions. I know how you feel because I felt exactly the same way, and when I started to teach my staff how to ask more questions, we saw a massive increase in retail sales. So like I said, it's very simple. There's 5 simple questions that you can teach your staff on any product that you sell, whether it's skincare, sunscreen, devices, anything that you're trying to move in your treatment room or in your office itself. Question number 1, what product are you currently using? So this gives you an idea of the price point, the complication of the regimen, and really what it is that they're focused on in their skin. So by starting with that, you're engaging in conversation. A lot of times your support staff just needs a little help engaging in that conversation. So that first question, what products are you currently using, starts that conversation. It actually opens the client up as well, because now that you're asking questions, it seems like your front desk is maybe an expert. So that leads into number 2, and that's how long have you been using that product? This is going to tell you, is the patient a product cycler? Are they just jumping from, products that they see on TikTok or on social media? Are they going to the drugstore and purchasing their product? So by asking them, how long have you been using that product? Are they a lifer? Are they looking for something new? I used to tell my staff, if you have somebody that comes in and has been using the same product for 20 years because their mother used that same product for 20 years, you're never going to pull them off that product. So then let's just add something to it, right? So that question really gets them engaged and lets them start to kind of share their regimen with you. Again, we're trying to get our staff to be an expert just like we are in the treatment room. So question number 3, what do you like best about what you're currently using? I always teach my team, always ask the question, what do you like best? That gets the client kind of selling themselves, if you will, because if you take somebody from a very harsh stripping cleanser and move them to a gentle cleanser, immediately they have their guard up, right? So you want to find out, what do you like best about what you're currently using? Remember, a lot of people are scared of change, right? So again, we don't want to pull somebody off something that they're in love with. Maybe we just need to add something to it. It also gives you something to refer back to. So you can oftentimes recommend a product, and then the receptionist or the staff can say, I know that you said you liked XYZ about what you're currently using. You're going to find those similar benefits in this. And then number 4, this is a big one. Are you open to trying something new? Obviously, they're open to it because they're in your office and you're engaging in this conversation. But again, you're trying to get the client to say yes multiple times. So yes, I'm open to trying something new. You want to stay away from the word interested, because I often tell my team, it's very easy for us to say, no, I'm not interested, right? We're getting sold to every day. If you have a cell phone, you're getting telemarketer calls. So it's very easy to say, no, I'm not interested right now. But if you ask somebody, are you open to trying a new line, or are you open to checking out a new product we just got in, you're getting them to say yes, you're getting them into that positive mindset of change. And then question number 5 is, if you could change one thing about your skin, what would it be? That's really a closing question, because you're getting the client to tell you what they don't like about their skin or what they are looking to change. You know, if you go down a hydration path and you're trying to sell them a hydration line and they actually have oily skin, you already lost them. So by asking that question, if there was one thing you could change about your skin, what would it be? Again, we're getting the client to sell themselves, right? They can tell you, oh, I'm really struggling with hydration right now. It's wintertime, or, you know, it's summertime. I'm struggling with hyperpigmentation. You're getting them to tell you what product to recommend to them. And you can always come back to this. I know that you are struggling with XYZ. That's why I would recommend this product. So super simple. Question 1, what product are you currently using? Question 2, how long have you been using it? Question 3, what do you like best about what you're currently using? Number 4, are you open to trying something else? And number 5, if you could change one thing about your skin, what would it be? There's a couple of bonus questions also that you can use with your team. One of them being, how consistent are you with your skincare? Because that also tells you if somebody's using a 5 to 7 step regimen and they're doing it only 2 or 3 times a week, you really know they're probably only doing it 1 or 2 times a week. That tells you maybe you should simplify the routine. So oftentimes I'll ask, how many nights a week do you wash your face? Because we know that that evening regimen is really what's going to increase their overall skin health. So those are a couple of bonus questions that you could throw at your team as well. Also, if they need some more direction, there's always other options outside of the 5 questions. Bottom line is, just remember, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, so use them accordingly. You want clients and patients really opening up and talking to you, engaging with your staff, because that allows them to kind of sell themselves and tell you exactly what they're looking for. So I highly encourage you guys to role play with your staff. It's very easy to do. For example, I love the cleansing phase because that's obviously the start of our routine. Oftentimes I'll say, this is the oil cleanser from Epicutis. It's absolutely amazing at removing makeup. It's gonna leave you feel really hydrated. And I'll sometimes hear customers say, oh, I don't like an oil cleanser. Again, stop right there and ask, why don't you like an oil cleanser? 9 times out of 10, the customer is going to say, oh, because I'm really greasy and I don't like that oil residue left behind, right? That's your cue to say, I know how you feel. I felt exactly the same way. When I tried the Epicutis oil cleanser, I realized because they use 2 bipolar fatty acids, it rinses completely clean. So again, there's many ways that you can do it around every single product. And don't forget to use the, I know how you feel, I felt the same way, and this is what I found. So hopefully this helps with your retail sale. I know for me, I implemented this years and years and years ago, and I saw a huge increase in my retail revenue. One last tip, the most important thing I can tell you is have a tester. This is going to be something that will change the game for you, is making sure that clients can test that product. Because again, when your receptionist or front desk or MA is with a client and they're making a recommendation, you can literally pull that tester off and say, let me show you. Put a little drop on the back of their hand, let them feel it. We know if clients can have an experience with a product, you're 85% more likely to sell it. So make sure that you have a tester in your waiting room, in your checkout area, wherever it may be that those conversations are happening. And also remember, if you are coming on board with Epicutis, we give every single person in your office an opportunity to try the product on us, because having your staff have that personal experience with any product line that you offer is a game changer. So hopefully this helps, and I can't wait to see you all increase your retail sales.